My Van and Melodine, and well met indeed. I am Uruk-hai Galu-Isen, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as Isengard. We are readying our forces. Our threefold plan that I spoke of at the start of the last episode has been amended to be a fourfold plan. Now, I don't plan on repeating plans 1, 2, or 3, but the fourth fold is going to be about Mordor. I routinely say I absolutely hate fighting Mordor and I don't want to do it and I'm not going to do it and you can't make me, so stop trying. Oh, that's not the end turn button, is it? And what we're actually going to do is attack Mordor, because we're going to have to attack Mordor anyway when the ring comes our way. And I am quite eager to actually suppress the scummy, verminous horde that Mordor represents with our masterful elites. Our wonderful and classy army. Yes, those are the words I'd choose. So we're going to amass our army, the like of which has never been seen, and we shall march on Aldburg in the Fold. We shall reclaim it for our great lord and saviour, Saruman. And then we shall press on and fight whatever Mordor throws at us. And then, when the time is ripe, Minas Tirith, or Erebor as it's currently showing, will be ours. But we're some ways away from that for the moment, but this army is coming with us. You're our anti-Mordor army. Why, I hear you cry? Because the archers are better than their archers, so we get some kills there. We've got cavalry, which is vital against scummy orc hordes. There's 3 archer units there, or 4 including the crossbows. We've got our sort of middle tier half orcs ready to do some good damage. There's some Uruk reavers to take on any trolls or any Uruks they might already be possessing. And then we have got 3 extra slots, but remember that Saruman and Lurtz will take up 2 of those, although we shouldn't send both of them. Where's Ugluk?
Listen up.
I don't even know. Where is Ugluk? Oh, there he is. Ugluk, you're going to join them, so if you head south...
Pick your feet up.
A bit faster than that, thank you. Chief Lurtz, you head north and you're going to become the northern garrison. The Elves will taste your steel. And the army of Isengard marches.
We have completed an objective.
Can we pick anything up en route? No, not really. We don't want any of this kind of trash. So the army from Saruman is returning to Isengard. And you're going to take over control of them so that they walk a bit faster. You'll pick up Ugluk on the way. And is there no one else that we can take? There must be at least one other unit somewhere.
No sleeping here.
It's not looking that way, is it? Oh, first of all, though, actually, we should kill Captain Herubrand. That's better. Yes, we'll do that. Oh, and I tell you what I was going to do, because I watched this one back, is I was going to turn the main sound down just a touch. Because I thought the music was perhaps a little too loud. I was listening to myself. As all the truly vain people do. But no, I wouldn't actually say that I'm vain at all. I like listening to myself back to make sure that I'm not doing anything annoying, that I'm trying to actively work out any kinks in my speech, and the video is at least passably entertaining. So every now and then I do dip in and watch an episode. Now, what you're all, of course, absolutely frothing at the mouth to hear about is version 4, Divide and Conquer. Version 4. And I can tell you that there's real impetus now in the mod team. And when I say that, it means mostly the mod team have been active non-stop forever. And I have gone in peaks and troughs of activity. And we're at a point where I have become reactive. And so it makes then I get this warped opinion that everyone else is not active when I'm not. But of course, they've been active non-stop. So kudos to the mod team who have really pulled version 4 through. And we'll see its completion successfully. But we are really closing in on the last days of version 3, and version 4 is really taking shape. We are finally now really at the just let's polish these last few bits and pieces that have been half finished, or fix these last few bugs. And my thanks as ever go to the beta testers who have routinely and repeatedly reported bugs to us. Look, all 3 of you can go back. I'm very, very grateful to all of you for your continued support and continued reportings. We welcome it. Alright, let's do what we've done before and shift them all along one. There we are. Are we not making any more money? No, we make loads of money. As I say, thank you very much to them. But we are closing in. And also, thank you very much to all of you who recommended titles for the Total War mod. Particularly my thanks go to the gentleman who, again, I'm sorry, I always forget the names, but who gave me a lengthy historical paragraph on why Total War is a historically inaccurate name. And thank you. Thank you for that. That was an enjoyable and interesting read. But I'm going to settle on, from all of the suggestions you've all given... Oh, sorry, I shouldn't click my fingers next to the microphone. I'm going to settle on Shattered Alliances, because I like the sound of that. I think that's got a good ring to it. And that, fundamentally, is the truth. As many of you pointed out, it isn't a total war campaign, because you actually start at war with no one. The point of it is that there are no alliances. There is no... Your destiny is in your hands. Lurtz isn't going to get a hand in this battle, unfortunately. We're going to have to do it with a captain. Deobrand. Oh, you've got absolutely nothing there, so that's all right. So, Shattered Alliances is going to be the name of the campaign where there are no alliances or allegiances. And that, as I say, will be part of version 4, as I'm sure it is already part of version 3 under the alternative campaigns at the main menu. Wolverson correctly pointed out that I had said that Dol Amroth, no matter what happens, Dol Amroth will be the next faction that I actually cover in a campaign on the channel. And I said also in the last episodes, of course, that I was going to do a Total War campaign next on the channel. But given that I gave Dol Amroth a 3 in terms of difficulty, and that was met with a lot of discussion, whereby people suggesting that actually Dol Amroth is the hardest campaign, I would quite like to test my mettle against in the Dol Amroth campaign. So the next campaign, whatever it will be a Total War campaign and will be a total unknown at the moment. And then when the one after that ends, Dorwinian or Isengard, whichever ends second, then a normal Dol Amroth campaign will then follow, which I don't know obviously how long away that is. Depends how long we want to continue on, because of course both Isengard and Dorwinian are now one, and we're now just having fun and enjoyable times with them, because I certainly am. I mean, I want to get to the elites of each faction. I want to show off their rosters properly, because that's the whole point of this whole channel. Show off the units and the armies and whatnot. So we are obviously fighting on with both of them, but when one of them finally does conclude, I will do a Total War campaign then. Well, no, I think actually I will do Dol Amroth then, and then whatever comes after that will be Total War. Or Shattered Alliances, as we are now renaming it, as I say. Right, you fellows. Let's use your charge bonus while they're getting confused. We shouldn't really have done this. We should have stood much further away and utilised our archers way better. But we still can utilise our archers well by running round the back. Go for it. Once you've got onto there, run to there. You run to there, then run to there. On the northern side, you run to there, then run to there, please. And you run to there, and then run to there. Go, 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 go. Now you're already in positions. Go for it. And you guys.
If we continue like this, we will smash.
Fire, 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 fire.
Only half the enemy force remains.
There we are. Crossbows preparing. Turning around and ping, pang, pong. Sellswords drop to the barrage of crossbow bolts. Bandits. And then there's only bandits over there as well. Our army here is totally expendable. We could win this battle with a single unit remaining and it would still be a very successful victory, because we have all the time we need to prepare. Although that's partly why I want to bring War with Mordor in, because I don't want to just like the Dorwinian campaign, whereas as I said, I'm going to prepare a little bit off camera because we're not at war with anyone yet. In this campaign, I don't want two campaigns where I'm preparing off camera. Oh, our captain didn't survive. That's a shame. Oh no, don't be firing at will. And don't go over to the computer. But this one, I wanted to actually have an enemy to fight. So as I say, we're going up against Mordor. Oh, those sellswords have actually done very well. But they haven't any more. 202, 116, Half-Orc Baneguard. You took half of all the kills. Oh, I've not seen that image before. That must be, my guess, that is Esgaroth. The tall peak in the distance is Erebor. And so this is just someone standing at the mouth of the Kelduin. Well, not the mouth of the Kelduin, that's the wrong end, isn't it? The mouth of the Lake Esgaroth, or the Long Lake. What was I saying before that? I've got very I'm jumping around there. The army didn't matter. We're building an army. We're attacking Mordor. 116. Yes, that was it. They killed half of the army on their own. That's really good. That was all. Minas Tirith is under attack. We must hurry. We must speed on our way. We've got 2,000 gold coins for taking that. That's fantastic. Someone did mention about me, I should look to see where the roads give me the most money, but I have to confess that I build roads purely for their movement speed bonuses and not the money. I'd like to have infrastructure set up in every region I own so that I can get armies to the front very quickly, particularly because the Hornburg and Isengard are going to be our recruitment points, and they're very, very far away from the front line, so we need to get them to the front quicker. I don't think we'll bother with the wargs in the Hornburg. I don't think that's necessary. But the other building, and the blacksmith is certainly an ancillary consideration.
Listen up.
Isengard itself, our retraining has come on quite nicely, and a secondary army is almost ready. We could actually, therefore, then do with the general who I just turned down. 3 Chancellor Barracks. But for now, Herubrand. Oh, wow, how much cavalry do you want to bring to the fight, Rohan? Hello, we're Rohan. All we know how to bring is cavalry. So here, have a look at our large array of cavalry. There'll be one for you. All we need to do is build a line and stand behind it. And we shall succeed. This is quite an interesting battle because, as I say, the lore video next Monday will be about the battles of the Fords of Isen. And I'm reading about them as we speak. I mean, I've already read them about 2 or 3 times, but there's so much information in Lord of the Rings, it's so difficult to keep it all in your head. So I'm reading them again, and Isengard obviously beats Rohan, spoiler alert, at points during the battles, and one of the things that they do very well is cutting down Rohan's cavalry advantage. Right, it looks like Rohan might be coming for us, so let us do actually something. If they do try and move towards us, which it looks like they might, then we'll want this hill here. So, 2 spear units, you never really know. Wherever you put the spear units, the enemy won't run into them. The enemy is clever enough to know to avoid your spears, and so it does so relatively well. Because I'm thinking the spears should go on the flanks so that they can defend the flanks. But of course the AI will then just charge around the flanks, or they'll just run the cavalry into the middle. They always find their way around your units, no matter how much they have to flank. Which is why things like that become necessary, where you basically circle your army around, so there is almost no flank. The cavalry of the enemy will have to go a long way around in order to actually get behind us. So that's almost everyone. Ugluk, you just go and stand there. The whole army, if you would run, because we've moved too slowly and we're already fighting.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yep. Very well, they've played their hand. No, see, look at they're trying to charge us over there as well. Or did they actually just charge into the back of our cavalry? What are you? Oh, you're running away, that's what you are. Get back in there. Oh dear, this has gone terribly. Because I left it on ×6. Because I just don't care about the lives of my men, that's the problem, you see. Like, what are you doing? Most of the units got into position before the enemy managed to hit them. No. Thank you. Just charge normally. You go for those Rohan Riders. You go out for that Red Horse Archers. You guys, you're going to be used to just chase people down, I expect. The Archer units, if you could try and pull out of combat. I know it's my own fault, but if you would, that'd be great. We're slaughtering them. The wargs. You're in on them. There's only 28 of you. What on earth has happened there? How did you get massacred so easily? What on earth has gone on? Is it the horse archers? Have they... I bet it bloody is. Right, there we are. We've won on that side, so let's start curling everyone around, please. I just don't care enough. That's my problem, you know. I know how lazy I can be and still achieve victory, and that's always in the back of my mind. I just think, why macro to a point that I'm busting blood vessels to try and get the best KD ratio I can under the known to man? Why bother doing that when I know that I can throw it, I can fight this lazily, still easily win, and then win the battle after, and then the battle after. And there's just nothing that we can change about that, unfortunately. The AI's battle skill will remain much as it is. Cavalry, if you've got to go for them, they're down to 55% already. As the middle is now breaking entirely. Let's speed this up because it is over. As the cavalry charges into us, they just die. Pull everything back, and the enemy general fell, and it's all over. We lost 563. I don't think that's that bad. Some casualties were healed. 236 kills. Uruk-Reivers, well done. Also, battles against rebels just have no stakes, do they? They just have no stakes. That battle was for nothing. It was for an extra 50 gold a turn. Like, it wouldn't have mattered. I could never fight Herobrand, and it wouldn't make an ounce of difference. But I think we will pull out the troops that we just retrained in Isengard, so that at least we've got a nice fresh army to hit Mordor with. But I suppose at least it is 50 extra gold a turn, isn't it? I mean, that's still something. Right, so in here, who just retrained? You're coming with me. You did? You did? You did? You did? I think. 75 of you definitely did. Why is there 139 of them and only 125 of you? Ah, because you're being retrained. There is still training going on, so hold on, give it another turn. That's alright. Oh, I've just pressed a... I don't even know what button I just pressed. My brain is still absolutely, I can assure you, playing Endless Legend all the while we're playing this. It's all I can think. We'll go for the port and then the roads, please. I know you don't really like me, but I'm not all that bothered. You'll come around. Everybody does. We'll leave behind the... but this is the Elven border. But we're not fighting. They won't come for us yet. I shall stake my insignificant and non-existent reputation on the Elves not coming for us. Do we have a diplomat? Yes, we do. He's in the realm of Erebor, and he's heading to Dale, I think.
What is it you wish?
Trade rights.
You hold
Thank
us
you.
very well.
Map information.
You have to suggest.
Thank you.
It's good day to you.
Ah, there we are. Much as expected. Now let's try and get Dol Guldur map information rather than selling them ours,
Without question.
because we will border them. I think we already do border them. They probably are just across the river. Yes, they are in the Brown Lands. Very successful destruction of Herobrand. The problem with fighting Mordor, of course, as well, is that they are a trash nation and they will throw units at you non-stop, and you never really feel like you have to actually think when you fight against them. You just put your troops in a line and you wait for the enemy to come at you, and then you wait for the battle to end. I mean, perhaps I should try micromanaging more, but I did micromanage more when I was playing, for example, Warhammer on the channel. But I just don't find it as enjoyable. I'm just not interested in that side of the game. Right. So, the army is now ready. Yes, there we are, fully trained. So, you're coming. And you are all coming to join Saruman. And Saruman is sending away the ones who are not full. No, we'll keep the cavalry because we're against Mordor. So all of you go back and retrain again.
Listen up! Listen up!
Just pop over and finish him. 33, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they'll join them. There's just one too many, aren't there? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Get ready for fighting.
One of you cannot come with us. No, we want archers. We definitely want archers. Oh, we've got quite a lot of archers. Pikes. You don't need to come with us because there's no cavalry in Mordor's army. And you are no good against trolls, as everyone should know well by now. Trolls are not countered by pikes. They are infantry.
Get ready for fighting.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. My reputation staking has gone poorly. Pull back. It would appear that the elves do take umbrage with our residing in the eastern wall, and they will come to meet us. And we shall meet every blow, sword, shield, arrow, pike, spear, mountman, that's not a word, archer and infantry soldier that they send. We will meet them and we will slaughter them. But goodness gracious, they really are coming for us. I could not have been more wrong if I had tried to be more wrong. Yeah, go on.
Pull back.
And have you seen that army that they've just sent into our lands there? This is the fighting elves. I've never really fought the elves, I don't think, actually, so I'm quite excited. This campaign is so thrilling for me. Fighting elves is always a worry, because when you see an army that is almost a half banner, and it's an elven army, you're thinking in your mind, damn, that's going to be a really difficult fight, because elves are considerably better than everyone else. And so half a banner army of elves is easily worth a full banner of Isengard. Oh dear, the Anduin is down to their last stand. Gazdorf. I don't actually want you, thank you very much. Bjorn's Halls is besieged. Onodrith built a hunting lodge though, so it's not all poor. But you'll definitely want roads, because you're right in the centre.
No sleeping here.
Right.
Come on. Orcs.
You will go across.
Regroup. Listen
And I know that fighting two enemies at once is a poor choice, but we're going to do it.
Listen up.
You head back. If you could, head out. Rockberg is going to need something. Ah, you can get some troops. Get those. Tilith Anduin, can you get anything? No, you're building a port.
Get ready for fighting.
Onodrith, nothing. Interesting that you can retrain, though. Is that a blacksmith you've built, then? Entwide can get 2 units, so send those out, please.
Objective. No
You guys go to
sleeping here.
Rockberg.
We have completed
Hornberg, you've got
balance.
free upkeep. Edoras has 2. Foldberg, Eisenrun. Eisenrun, you don't. Why don't you get free upkeep? Because you can't train anything yet, of course. Oh, you're nearly there, though. Foldberg, why don't you get free upkeep, though? 32%. Uruk-hai Raiders, 33%. We're 1% away from free upkeep, that's why. That's fine. That'll be there in a second, then. And Isengard itself. Merge those two. Yeah, merge those two together. Ah, you've almost got your blacksmith. And we still get 5,000 a turn. And when we get Oldberg as well, we will lose a trading partner, though, I think, because I'm fairly certain we did say to trade. Oh, look at the swarms of grey that are coming to engulf us. Part of the reason why I also mentioned version 4 of modding and modding in general at the start of this is because I plan to do a large section of modding after I finish recording this. This evening. Take a little bit of a break from Endless Legend and to play and to do some of the tasks on the to-do list. It's all of our to-do lists. Feel free to do anything on it if you know how to do it. Once we've cracked through it, we can then do some testing and get it all out to you. I should start building you all up to and warning you so that you can spread out amongst the various fora around the world and tell news to everybody that version 4 will be standalone. It will not be an update to version 3. It won't be a patch. Not only that, it will be fully standalone. We will do what Reforged have done,
Ready for fighting.
and we will include Third Age Total War in the Divide and Conquer installation, so you will only have a single installation for the entire thing, which may evoke the ire of some of those in places we've frequented in the past, and we will see what comes of it. If you could build me that, you'll get another set of free upkeep, because Ginyard really doesn't like me at the moment, so I could do with you being on board. But we're almost at Oldberg, we're almost there. Don't show your hand just yet. Isengard got its drill square and Edoras got a hunting lodge. Edoras is now not building anything, but it could go with a leather tanner. How much are we making? 6,000. Plenty of money. You're not very Melkorian. You can get a fairground, a Carpenter's Guild House. That's too bad, because you are a huge city, so you'll be able to build everything we can get. But there's nothing there that's really giving me money other than the fairground. Oh, the boar breeder. You're the farming one. We'll go with that, and we'll go with that, and we'll go with that. And we'll just queue them. They'll build over time, I'm sure. Durworth isn't building. Can we chuck anything over here? For now, take a leather tanner. And that's about the only thing you'll make money on, because you're not a town, you're a castle. You can have one of those. And that's about all. Folberg, you've plenty on the way. Isengard, you're getting us the trolls. Yes. We've got the pikemen included now, so we'll line them up. Berserkers we could already get anyway, and there should be infantry as well. Oh, there they are. Yeah, we don't have any infantry because we are retraining our 9 experience, infantry. Their attack is 13. The standard attack is 10. So you get an extra point of attack every 3 experience. And unfortunately, Medieval II just had so many odd overlooked bugs. I'm surprised they never patched them out. But if an archer unit gets experience, its melee attack increases, not its archer damage, which is mental. Not mental, really. It's just, that's a clear and present bug that wasn't fixed. And likewise, I think cavalry, for example, although I think possibly the charge bonus is affected, but I would have thought with cavalry, their charge bonus should increase if they are... if they increase in experience, but perhaps they may already do. But certainly the attack increases, as I've just shown there. Every 3 experience points, you get an extra attack, and that would be so much more impactful for archers than it is for infantry. Though 3 points more for a melee unit is good, but because of the range of melee stats, 3 point and the usefulness, I suppose, of archers, 3 points more in a ranged unit is definitely more useful. And maybe that's why they did it. Maybe they thought if we give this to ranged units, they will become way too powerful. And we can't do that. That'll break it. It's on, Mordor. It is on like Donkey Kong. Brace yourself and your pathetic garrison. Let's see if Dol Guldur now throws their 10 pence in as well and says, hey up, son. You can't go to war with Mordor. I don't think they would, though. They're tied up with their own, they've got their own crap going on. I don't think they'd come for us. If you could take both of those, please, so I can take your army. Thank you, that'd be smashing.
We have completed an objective.
Oh, come on, what's going on here? Oh, my goodness. Get me a temple once you built your roads. Do roads in this version still give culture increase? No, they don't. That was included and then, I believe, taken away all before version 3 even released. Before version 4 comes to you all. At one point we gave roads culture expansion, and then I think we took it away before version 4 will even release, so that's not a feature you'll get. Sorry. Although maybe it was lessened, or maybe I think the culture buildings now give you more culture than they did before because they were made more important than previously. Is my gut feeling. Could be wrong. Off for now.
Retreat!
Well, we got at least them to Rockburg. We've got at least garrisons in both towns now, but it does look remarkably like the elves are just going to walk through the wold and hit us behind it, which makes no sense on any level unless they're thinking of raiding. But the AI just doesn't raid. Everything it captures, it plans to keep. And so it just blows your mind. But then I suppose it emanates raiding, doesn't it? That's the point. Emanates? No. Sorry, I'm yawning. That's terribly unprofessional. Not emanate. Emanate means to sort of exude, to have something flow from you. I emanate charm. I mean, I don't, but others possibly do. No, I'm going to have to look that up. We're under attack, like the damned beacons.
No sleeping here. Oh, orcs.
Or does emanate mean replicate or copy? I mean, you could just say copy, of course, but that's boring, isn't it? Emanate. Oh no, I've started it with a C. That's not worked. There we are. Emanate. Of a feeling, quality or sensation, issue or spread out from. No, I thought it was. Warmth emanated from the fireplace is Google's example. Yes, so I don't mean emanate.
Objective complete.
I don't know what I mean, and I've also now forgotten my point. But I am going to end the episode there. Sorry. Derworth got a leather tanner. Oh, Entwide got a port. Yes. Now, if you could chuck in some roads, that would be brilliant. Is you're a big region too. And we got a little port all the way down here. Isengard port. I'm fairly certain we don't get much more than just a normal port. Yes, indeed. We're an orc faction. Ports are all we get. And our unique port model is a little tarnished, unfortunately, here because the port is facing north and not east. And we can't change that, really, because the game decides which way it's going to make the port face, so you'll have to put up with that. But you'll note they have, like, floating barges. We don't have any other ports, do we? No, and that's not a river that gets ports. Only the Anduin does. Dam and Blast. Oh, I've just remembered that Lurtz is in there. Well, let us hope that Baratheon, is that his name? Baratheon. You're all going to scream Game of Thrones things, aren't you? He is actually called Baratheon. Nimtolian behind him, and coming down is Nethrir.
It will be an
Gilgalad. Gilgalad himself has come back from the grave and fights by Lorien's side. And we shall send him back where he came from after this episode, which of course means in the next one. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Until we speak again, dear friends, Navarna den Perimad Melonin, thank you for your ongoing support, attention, love, care, and words of kindness. I've already said goodbye, so now I'm floundering. So, farewell.